All right. Hello. Hopefully the orientation is right now. It looks correct. So, hello guys. Sorry about that. I don't understand what the deal was, but I had to stop and then go back again because for some reason it was doing the whole portrait mode. So I don't have any idea why though, but whatever. So I have my laptop set up this time, so hopefully it's a little bit easier for me to see what you guys are saying. I gotta turn the volume down on this though. For me to see what you guys are saying, I gotta turn the volume down on this though. Because I don't think you guys want to hear me repeating everything over and over and over and over. So how are you guys today? Hopefully you're all doing good. So I have some of my Blu-rays to show, as well as I can grab some of my VHSs that are sitting right over there if you guys want to see them, because I figured it'd be cool to actually have something in general or something specific to talk about. What is up, Hidden Key? I wish that I could remember the actual names of people, like attach the channel to the person. It's hard for me to remember though. So just kind of giving it a few minutes, letting people funnel in here, hopefully. And then of course, my laptop just froze. Whatever. But that's why I also have my tablet. So I have my laptop going here and my tablet here. So I am working on working on my video for Wednesday, and it's going to be my top 20. It's the first time I've done a top 20 list, and it's going to be my top 20 horror villains. Yeah, top 20 horror villains. So I'm excited for you guys to see this list, and even more excited to hear you guys yell at me because you don't agree with my list. But I'm curious to see what your list would be too, though. Like, that's the fun thing, I think, about lists like that, is just seeing the differences everybody has, the differences in opinions and whose favorites or what, and cool stuff like that. So, what are you guys doing today? Anybody watching movies, or is it one of those running errands day? And I already got my errands ran earlier. Not that I have a lot of errands to run anyway, but I got this shirt at Walmart for like $6, $7 something. And I love NASA, and then it's also the bright colors. Let's see. What's up, Tommy? Running into you at Walmart. I know. It was a trip. I ran into Tommy at Walmart when I was getting this shirt. And his beautiful family. He's got the most adorable little boy. And me and Tommy were up last night playing until like 1 in the morning playing Fallout 76. Until basically Fallout 76 decided to just gang up on us and just rape us. It was It was pretty fucked up. I don't know what was going on, but it was just like no other players in the entire world except for basically me and Tommy and like one or two other guys and basically just a couple of us and just tons of these scorched beasts, and it was just insane. All right, someone else is here, but it looks like they're speaking maybe Hindi or I'm not sure, but I can't speak it or understand it. So yeah, you leveled 7 times last night. I know I leveled up like 2 or 3 times, which for me I never level up, so that was really fun. And I got a whole bunch of things from the map to open up, and it was cool. Yeah, I don't speak that language, TT. Sorry. I just don't know what you're saying. All right, who else is out there? Horror, go. So, hopefully get a few more people in here, and then I'm going to start just showing my Blu-rays, my Blu-ray collection. It's not the biggest. I have a much bigger DVD collection, but I basically said, whatever, and started over kind of thing with Blu-rays, because, I don't know, mostly it's because Blu-rays have cool special features. Like, I can't see that great anyway, so as far as the quality of the picture, I don't care much about that. But it's all the behind-the-scenes footage. It's so much better on Blu-ray, and that's why the beginning of last year I said, fuck it, and just started collecting all Blu-rays, so I kind of started over. Started getting most of my favorites on Blu-ray. But I have a lot more on DVD, but I've also lost a whole bunch of DVDs. Like, lost a bunch, and then I think I have a bunch of them still in storage, too. Alright, let's see. Alright, it looks like we got like 6 people. So, I'm going to start. So, first off, this doesn't have a ton of special features, but it's Salem's Lot. And Salem's Lot is seriously one of my favorite horror movies of all time. I know that it has some campy qualities, and I don't know. I love it. To me, it's that perfect, cheesy, perfect, grimy 70s, late 70s, early 80s horror. And it's funny, I have gone to sleep watching this movie more than I think anything else I have. Like, something about it, it's perfect to just relax and kind of wind down for me. I just love it. It's such a fun movie. And then I have a bunch of these that I haven't even opened yet because I get them from the horror pack, and I just don't get around to watching a lot of them. Or I'll watch the movie on Shudder or on TUBI or something like that, and so I've never actually watched the Blu-ray version of it. But like this one, the Z or Z or whatever, which is brings up something that I think is so funny, is that in the UK and I think in Canada even, they don't say Z, they say Z. And I just recently discovered that. I just think that's a trip, that we say the sound Z for Z, and they say Z. I just think it's just so interesting. And then Mother Krampus, which I still haven't watched this yet either. But it's like I got it after Christmas. So it's one of those things where it's like, I got it after Christmas. I don't know if I really want to watch it now, after Christmas. So it's kind of one of those I think I'll end up probably saving for next Christmas. And it'll be one of the ones I do a review on, maybe. And then, another one, Vivitch, which I have not yet watched this. I know. Like, I really need to watch this. I don't know why I haven't watched it, but I got it really for a good deal. It was like $5 at Best Buy. I think it was like $5. So I said, all right, maybe if I own it and make myself buy it, I will finally watch this movie because I know it's so good. Like, I've heard so many people talk about how good it is, but for whatever reason, I just have not watched it. And then Bloodlines, which is another one of the exclusives. I think it's horror. Yeah, horror pack exclusive. I still haven't watched this yet or opened it. And then the new Flatliners, which I have watched, and it was really good. I have yet to open this, but, you know, it's one of those where the movie is pretty cool, but it's not, like, amazing. And it's one of those that I think I'll either end up doing a giveaway at some point and including it, or maybe if and when I do a review, maybe I'll do a comparison review at some point where I do a review of the original and then a review of the new version or something like that. And then having the Blu-ray with special features would be pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something like that. Let's see. Anybody else out there? What's up, Punisher? Alright, later, Tommy. Alright, and then, of course, one of my favorite movies for sure from last year. I loved this movie. Man, this movie was just so good. Ugh. I don't know why so many people talk shit. I mean, I guess Kristen Stewart, because a lot of people just hate her because of her Twilight days or whatever, which I've never even watched the Twilight movies. Maybe that's why I don't give a shit. I'm like, I just base her on this movie, and in this movie, she's fucking rad. So, whatever. I love this movie. What about you guys? Are you haters, or do you like it? I see 5 of you. How come nobody... Like, I swear, I'll see like 5 or 7 or 10 people, and like nobody comments. Like, why you gotta leave me hanging, guys? I don't know. That's the fun thing about doing the lives for me, is getting to have a conversation with you guys instead of where I just do the videos and I'm just always by myself, talking to myself, kind of thing. The lives are fun and refreshing because it's my chance to get to actually talk to the people out there. And I love that. I love that cool hanging out, talking shit. All right. And then I have Lights Out, which is another movie that I have heard a lot of good things about, but for whatever reason, I still have not watched it yet. It's funny how many Blu-rays I have that I haven't watched. It's kind of ridiculous. I really need to have one of these sit-down Blu-ray times where I just knock out a bunch of the ones I haven't watched yet. And this is I haven't even opened this yet, but it is one of my favorite movies. Like, I love this. The new Mad Max, Fury Road. This movie is so sick. I love this movie. But I've already seen it a bunch of times, and I just got it, like you can even see, for $4.99. I think it was at Fry's or something. And so I had to get it, but I have yet to watch it. And then one of my favorite movies, like top 5 of all time, The Thing. And this is a really cool collector edition too. It's got a whole bunch of features on it. Like, it's got 2 different discs, like one disc for just special features. So I've watched some of it. Like, this is one of those movies that just has so much behind the scenes and interesting stuff that it's just so much fun to watch. Like, I love that kind of stuff, man. I just can't get enough of that. Like, documentary stuff where you could see about how they did certain special effects, or how they did the makeup, or costume designs, or things like that. I love that stuff. I can't get enough of that stuff. Especially when it's a movie like that I love so much. And then another one of my favorite movies. And I just bought this. I haven't opened it yet either. But I love it. I've seen it so many times. The Thing is a real classic. Yep, it does. I mean, that's the thing about it. As old as it is, I mean, it's almost as old as I am, and yet it still holds up. To me, it holds up against anything, and there's still very rarely do you even see anything that comes close to it, even still, and that's just so impressive. And then Halloween, of course. I still want to get a more like I don't know, just a cooler with more special features and whatnot of Halloween. It's like this one's got some special features, but not a ton. And I need to get one that's got a lot more of the behind the scenes documentary stuff, I think. All right, and then Paranorman. I love this movie. This is one of my more one of the I don't know, as far as Halloween time, this is one of my favorites at Halloween time. It's just such a fun look. It looks so cool. You know, I love this animation style and the colors. It's just a really cool animation Halloween time of year movie. Knocking these Blu-rays all over. I don't have the best setup for doing this. There. Now you guys got a close-up at my beard. Let's see. I think we should go back to the old horror movies when special effects were practical instead of CGI. To me, what I like the most is when you can't tell when there's CGI. So when they do some CGI, but it's just to assist practical effects. It's done and it's so just minute and subtle that it just you would swear that it's all done practically, but you know that it's not possible to do all of that stuff practically. So you know there had to be some special effects, but you can't see the CGI. That's how, to me, I like to see it. Or not see it, I guess. And then this is one of my favorite movies that is not talked about nearly enough. It's not like an amazing movie, but I just have a lot of fun with this movie. And I love the costume of Babyface. It's just a badass movie. And now that it finally had a decent Blu-ray release, I'm hoping it starts getting a little more love, because it just came out on Blu-ray this past year. And then, of course, Alien. One of the greatest horror sci-fi movies ever. Maybe the greatest horror sci-fi. And then Aliens. And the Xenomorph is just... Still to this day, to me, the Xenomorph is probably the most scary creature. Or at least one of the scariest creatures ever. Punisher says, great movie. And I loved the twist near the end. Definitely. And then one of my favorite movies of the last couple years. And that is Color Out of Space. Which I did a review on. So if you want to hear me talk more about it, I did a review on this channel. But I just love this movie so much. It is absolutely gorgeous looking. I love the colors. Of course, it's got to be a colorful movie. It's called Color Out of Space. But as far as Lovecraftian, it's definitely one of the best Lovecraftian interpretations movies ever to me. It's at least the one that I have had probably the most fun with. All right, and then I have The Conjuring 2, which I got from a horror pack. And then 30 Days of Night, which is probably my favorite vampire movie. I love how brutal. I mean, just look at that. Look how hardcore the vampires are in this. They're just fucking not nice, not pretty, not sexy. They're just scary and just super fucked up. And I love that. about vampires. That's just so cool. And then I love Suspiria, the original Suspiria, but I've yet to see the new one, and this was $5 at Best Buy. So I picked it up. I've heard good things about this new version of Suspiria, so I'm hoping I like it. But either way, I mean, it's $5, and I have the original, so I'm like, I might as well. And then, this was also on sale yesterday, and I loved this movie. It was also one of my favorites from last year, so I just bought this yesterday as well. I did a review on this as well, so if you want to hear more thoughts of mine about it and why I liked it so much, you can look it up. But yeah, I did a review on it. Punisher says, never seen the new one. I need to watch it. Yeah, me too. And I don't see it ever on streaming services. So I was like, I don't see it on streaming services, and for the same price, basically, to rent it, I could buy the Blu-ray. So that's why I was like, fuck it, and just, $5. So, and then, oh, this isn't Blu-ray. It snuck in there. But I love this movie so much. I need to get the Blu-ray of this. Or maybe I have the Blu-ray. I don't know. But I love this movie. But it's not a Blu-ray, so I don't know why it's in there. And then, this is another one I got with Horror Pack. And I haven't watched it yet. But it's like another one of those that I got it after Christmas. And it's a Christmas movie. So I'll probably save it and watch it again this coming Christmas. Or watch it for the first time this coming Christmas. And then Krampus, which I did a review on this channel last month. And like I said in that, definitely one of my favorite Christmas horror movies. And then this is not, it's not horror, but I love John Wick. Like, just so fucking cool. So I own all three. I don't know if I have them all on Blu-ray, but I know I own all three, either DVD or Blu-ray. And then I got Godzilla, which I liked this. I mean, I know a lot of people talk shit, I guess, about, or maybe it's, never mind, people actually did like that, I think. I don't know, but I love that one. The other one with Matthew Broderick back in the early 2000s was awful. But I really liked this Godzilla. I mean, it's just a big, fun, stupid movie. It's not, like a film, but it's Godzilla. I liked it. And then, of course, Return of the Living Dead, which is one of my all-time favorite horror movies. Definitely ever. Love that movie. One of the most fun horror movies ever made. And then Pumpkinhead, which is another one of my most favorite horror movies. And I did a review on both of these. So those are also, if you want to hear me talk more about those movies, I did reviews on this channel of those. And then, of course, Poltergeist. They're here. Loved this movie so much. Such a fun movie. Right. I wish there was more of you out there interacting with me. Maybe it's just a lazy Saturday. Everybody's just taking naps. Well, looks like I got at least 70 of you guys watching, so that's cool. And then I just love this movie so much. And it's a really cool collector version of it, too. With a bunch of behind-the-scenes special features. But I love Halloween 3, or what I usually just call it is Season of the Witch. I love this movie so much. And I even have this super sick NECA collector set right here that I just got. That on my last live I showed off. But I cannot talk enough about how much I love that movie. So much. And then I have Carrie, of course. which I haven't yet to open this as well because, like, I've seen this movie so many times. But it was one of those ones where you find it for a deal and it's a classic one, like one that you have to own. Like, there's just those iconic ones like Jaws and stuff that if you see it at a deal and you don't own it, like in this case, I'm trying to rebuild my collection into Blu-ray. So if I see them at a deal, I'm gonna get them, even if I don't watch them right away. I want to own them. So, and then Dead Ants, which was super stupid, but it came with a horror pack. It's still fun. It's on Tubi if you want to check it out. And then with horror pack, I got this really awesome copy of The Conjuring. See, it's got a holographic cover. Really cool copy, actually. Super stoked on this because I really enjoyed these movies, and I'm really excited about the new Conjuring coming out later this year. So, and then Annabelle, which was kind of shitty, but Annabelle Comes Home and Annabelle Creation were pretty cool. So, yeah. And then I have it's blocking the thing. And then I have Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, which for me is a must every Halloween. I watch that no matter what every Halloween, or at least I try to. Actually, this year I don't think I even watched it. It's so messed up. Just, I don't know, stuff like that I don't like to really watch by myself. I'm hoping this year maybe I'll have that stuff going where we could watch stuff together on like Discord or something, or even in the group. But that would be a lot of fun, and that way I don't have to watch Charlie Brown. Things getting all messed up. That way I don't have to watch it all by myself. And then I have The Shallows, which I know I still haven't watched this. I don't know why I haven't watched this. It looks so good, and now I even own it on Blu-ray, and I still haven't watched it. I don't know what is wrong with me. Man, I keep knocking the camera. There we go. And then Nightmare on Elm Street. Love this movie so much. I now own this movie on VHS, Blu-ray, and DVD. One of these days I'll even get it on 4K. Such a cool movie. And then I still haven't yet to watch this, but I've heard great things about it as well. And I planned on watching it, I still haven't. And this is another one of my very, very favorite movies. And it's actually one of the first movies I reviewed on this channel. So if you go back a while, this was one of the very first reviews I did. So it's not the greatest review because I'm still learning as we speak. I'm trying to learn how to do this. It's not like you're born knowing how to review movies. And then I really, really enjoyed this movie. It's upside down. The Autopsy of Jane Doe. I thought this movie was fantastic. There's something sticky on it. Anyway, I thought this was really, really good. I liked it a lot. It's definitely a mixed crowd on that movie. Like, I know a lot of people really enjoy it, but there's definitely quite a few people that are, I don't know, maybe it's one of those where it gets super popular, and so a lot of people talk about it, and then people start to talk shit because too many people like it. Maybe it's one of those situations. I don't know. What do you guys think? And then another one that I absolutely love. A lot of people talk shit about this too. But Scary Stories, I thought was a blast, man. I like it because it reminded me of being a kid again. And like when you're, preteen, early teens, and you go trick-or-treating at Halloween time and stuff. And just that excited feeling of running around in the cold and it's dark with your friends. I've just had that kind of feel to me about it. And I loved that about it. Let's see who just joined. What's up, Josh? How you doing, brother? And then The Barn, which I actually just finally did watch. And this is really a fun, campy, kind of shitty movie that I feel like if you're bored and looking for something that's campy, you know, not a really good movie, but kind of fun, then it's a good one to check out. And it's on Tubi, so it's not like it costs you anything. But yeah, I thought it was fun. And then Apparition, which I haven't watched. I found some of these for like $1 at the dollar store. So I haven't watched them yet. But yeah, so there's this one, Apparition, Outpost, Rise of Sputnik, which I've yet to watch either, because like I said, it was $1. So that's where I got those two. And then The Never Ending Story, which as a kid was one of my favorite fantasy type of movies. Not exactly horror, but still love it. I have some more Blu-rays somewhere. I don't know where they're at. Maybe they're hiding somewhere. Whatever. And then Dark City, which is one of my most favorite movies ever. And I did also a review on that on this channel. And then, of course, Phantasm, which is my favorite horror movie. And it's the only franchise that I reviewed the entire series. So if you want to see my thoughts and feelings on each Phantasm movie, there is a playlist that has all 5 reviews on it. So, all right, now it's time for you guys to talk to me. Oh, dude, moving is the worst, man. I hate moving. Do you at least have good weather there? Because that's the thing about moving. This time of year especially. Like a lot of times it's rainy or in the summer it's too damn hot where I live anyway. So like I'd rather move in the winter and have it rain on me than in the summer when it's like 110 degrees here. But I hate moving. I just feel like there is no good time of year. If you can get friends to do it with you, that makes it a lot better for sure. But, ugh. There's few things that I dislike more than moving. Probably the only thing that would be up there with it would be like going to the dentist or having surgery. Which I'm about to have surgery on this hand in a couple of weeks. Hopefully I'll be able to grip things again and won't be super painful to move it. Alright, well, I'm probably going to wrap this up pretty quick here today if I don't start getting some questions and stuff, because I was hoping there'd be a few more people on today. But I know people on Saturdays get a lot going on running errands and stuff, so it's all good. I'm not always going to have a huge audience every Saturday. But I do appreciate all you guys that are out there streaming it right now. What about you guys? Do you guys have really big Blu-ray collections? Like, I have a pretty large DVD collection. It's like 200 plus horror DVDs. But like I said, I just started Blu-ray this past year. Started basically recollecting just Blu-rays. And I also have some VHSs that you can see. I love VHSs. I will always collect VHS movies. And it's cool. A friend of mine started making VHSs that look like the real thing, but they're new movies. Like he'll copy a brand new movie onto VHS, and then he'll make labels and everything for it, so it straight up looks like you own a copy of that movie. So, you know, if you wanted The Conjuring, but on VHS. Like, I love that. I think that's such a cool idea. All right, well, I think that's going to do it for today because I'm kind of just hanging out here by myself. The shows are a few of you guys, but nobody's saying anything, so I'm not sure. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, and so I guess I will see you guys next week. I'm gonna probably do this every Saturday, right around the same time of day. So if you would like to hang out and have any questions, like if you watch this in the playback and you have some questions or whatever for me, tune in Saturdays right around 4 o'clock. Unless I might decide to go a little bit earlier or later, depending on feedback. But yeah, like I said, I will try to do one of these once a week. So until next time, I will see you guys next week, or I don't know, maybe I'll just pop in with a random live out of nowhere. Who knows? But like always, guys, horror can be fun. I will see you guys next time.